to accept the fact that I made a mistake. I hurt this human being, and I mean, it's not okay that I hurt the person, but it's okay
accountable thing.
Being accountable. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Being able to be like accountable for your actions.
It's very like they come in cycles. Like if something does not stop at like the root of the problem, it'll repeat.
That's hard to accept the fact that you're the
problem.
That's why I love when they started that phrase. They're like, "Are you the drama?
Are you the drama? I'm the drama. I am.
And I feel like if everybody's striving for that,
you
know what I'm saying?
Just
do the work. I mean, nobody should be judging anybody because you already know none of us are perfect at all.
I feel like though with that, because I've had some people like I know, like not in my personal life, but I know of like situations where people are like, yeah, I did that, but it's like, don't give that. Like you accept what you did, be remorseful about what you did. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, yeah, I hurt that girl. I accepted it as who I am. Like,
that's not the girl.
That's not what we're talking. Let's just make that clear. That's not what we're talking about. Like that's not it. But I do feel like it is important to accept yourself and accept everything. That's something I've been trying to work on doing, because there are parts and things that I did I haven't forgotten. Where there are things that I have forgotten. I'm just like, dang it, why did you do that? Why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Dang, but I have to accept it. Yeah, I beat myself up, and I can be like, because not saying because I'm so self-aware, but there are things that I've like come to accept or like unearth inside of me that I'm just like, it is like why? Okay, I need to accept that. I need to forgive myself. Because I'll beat myself up so much about something that I did. Oh yeah, bro, I will be, and I think some of that has to do with my upbringing and stuff. But I will beat myself up and like, dang, why did you do that? Dang, why did you? But then I'll be on the other end. I'll be like, I don't care. She deserved it. She's like, what? But funny thing is, what always happens to me, always, when I be unnecessarily having an attitude, always comes back within the next 24 hours. Always.
The energy just
comes right back. So it's like, oh, really? Whoops. You thought you could do that, you know? And it's like, it's funny, but it kind of like humbles me, because it's like, okay. One, do you want this to come back to you? And then two, are you acting out? Oh, this is another thing I was gonna say. Are you acting out of like yourself? Like this reaction is adequate for this, or this response is adequate for this situation, or is it like you're being triggered and it's like coming from it's coming from a different place. Like this person didn't actually like do something to you, but something in the past did something, and you're reacting to this person as if they're that other person that hurt you. But that person's long gone. You know what
this
I'm
is
saying?
not that situation.
This is not
this
that
is a
situation.
different situation.
This is a different. And
it comes off like kind of projecting.
Exactly. And knowing your triggers, I truly feel like is another level of self-awareness, because you have to, like, you don't know your triggers kind of until it happens, until you get triggered. It's like, oh shoot. It's like, I just kind of blacked out. I'm reading the book, The Body Keeps the Score. And that book is, so I know everybody has their different things about it and whatnot, but I feel like that book is really good to help you understand your trauma and everything, because it made me realize like a lot, like, dang, like, this is the reason why I'm feeling this way. And like when, I wish I brought it with me, but the book literally explains that when you're being traumatized, or when you are in like a traumatizing experience and then you get out of that or whatever, and then you're put in like you're triggered, you literally, your mind goes back to that situation. It goes like immediately back to that situation. And with the fire and everything that happened, there was another fire at this new place in the building next to us. And there were the fire trucks and everything, and I literally felt like I came out of my body and I was in that same space I was before, like a year ago. And it's like, it literally like feels like you are going through it like it was yesterday. And so you heal from that, and like having that like self-awareness to understand like, okay, this situation is not happening again. Like we are not in like, this is not real. Like this is happening, but I'm not in that situation. Like, am I making sense?
Yeah, no, you are.
Yeah.
I understand 100%. 100%.
It's like crazy, because like I've been like within the past like 3 years, I've been through so many traumatic situations all at once. And I'm just like, I didn't realize like how traumatized I was until I kept getting triggered by different people or literally a sound of a voice. Not to make this so personal, but like a sound. Like there was this one situation with one of my friends. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but this one situation.
This is her truth.
And I was wrong. I was wrong, but I was triggered, and I was trying to explain to him how I felt, but I didn't have the words to explain it.
Yeah.
But literally, I went over his apartment. He was talking to a friend. Didn't tell me it was a girl, and I thought we were like kind of rekindling our relationship or whatever. And the girl on the phone sounded exactly like, when I tell you, exactly like the person that my ex, because it was like a situationship, so it wasn't like an ex. My ex like cheated on me with.
Oh my goodness.
When I tell you, literally, I felt like my body. You know what? Is that Disney? My body went whoop.
Oh yeah,
it took me
vertigo.
back in that.
Yeah, vertigo.
Like literally, I was like,
It's a
whoa,
Phil of the future.
what? Like Phil of the future. Taken back into that moment, y'all.
Yeah.
And I opened the door. I was just like, who are you talking to? He was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, this is my friend. Like, I told you I was going to talk to my friend. And I was like, you can't tell me. It was like this whole thing. But anyway, it was like, and he was really upset. And I, like, thinking about it, and I was like, dang, and I apologized, and I apologized. But I, like, tried to explain to him how that situation kind of made me feel and how I was literally triggered just by the sound of her voice. Just by the sound of her voice. And that even showed me, like, dang, that situation that happened, that was like 2 years ago. So that situation that happened 2 years ago that broke my heart into a million pieces, I still have yet to heal from it. Like, I have yet to heal from it. And I reacted, and I took that out on him and this girl. I don't even know them. And he hasn't even really done anything to me because of something that I'm not even healed from, you know? And it's like that level of self-awareness to be like, dang, like, girl, you got a lot of healing to do. Like, I need to, like, really get in there and figure out, like, okay, what can I do to heal and forgive and whatever. And it's crazy, like, how powerful trauma is. And there's, like, different, not to, like, completely shift, but there's, like, different forms of trauma and whatnot. And, like, there's, like, the mild, the moderate, and, like, severe. And I feel like some people can't tell, like, nobody can tell someone that they can't be traumatized. Because, like, everybody's trauma is different. Everybody, like, level of capacity to deal with things are different. And the funny thing is I saw this this video on TikTok. It was, like, people that are traumatized in situations when they're going through another trauma, they're normally seen, like, cool and collected. But in, like, everyday tiny situations, they get really, like, upset. And I was like, oh, I don't think that's me. And then I think back to it, and I'm just like, when the fire did happen, everybody was like, Adesua, you're so calm. Like, when they saw my story, they were like, is that your place? You're so calm and collected. And I'm just like, well, I think I'm in shock that this is happening. That this is like, this isn't a movie. But then at the same time, because I've been through other situations that were traumatizing, I'm able to navigate. Because I went into survival mode. I went into, like, okay, calling the Red Cross, calling this, like, a friend help me call the Red Cross, able to do this, able to do that. Okay, are you guys able to do this? Like, met up with you, and did all these things. And I was able to function. Can't even sit in traffic without even getting mad, though. Like, I lose my mind. I lose it. When I'm in traffic, I just, like, everyday stuff. But if your arm gets drops off right now, I'm able to, like, function. But everyday stuff don't make no sense.
Wait, I'm chill on this, but
I'm not. Like, it should be flipped.
You would think the other way around.
But it's not.
I feel like trauma makes, like,
everybody's responses are different.
I feel like trauma makes your mind, like, really, like, comfortable with chaos. Like, it makes it, like, it's like the new, like, it's like almost like a subconsciously, it's like a safe space. Because, like, when you're traumatized, you're like, you're used to it. It's like, so shit shuts on fire, things blow up, you're like, okay, like, because I feel like I'm the same. I feel like I'm the same way. Like, I've noticed, like, for me, like, in situations that, like, really scare me, I, like, get very still. Like, I kind of, like,
freeze.
Yeah, I, like, freeze. Because, like, it's like I'm not even thinking about my feelings anymore. I'm not processing how am I going to get out of the situation.
Fight or flight?
Like, my mind is like, how am I going to, like, start moving?
It's even another thing, too, is, like, when you are more self-aware, you are able to, like, I think either the people gravitate toward you, or it's like you gravitate toward people that are growing and are more self-aware. And if you, like, are around someone that isn't, you automatically like either categorize, or let me say I do. I categorize it as like, okay, this is a person that I can't be this way, or I can't allow them to have this type of access to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's like, and that's boundaries. That even being self-aware is like part of boundaries. Like it goes so like deep.
It goes
Really, really deep.
I would say even for me, self-awareness is like a safety thing for me. Like I can't really feel safe with you if you're not self-aware. Because then it's like if you make certain decisions that harm you or somewhere else, or just are not the best or whatever, but you can't hold yourself accountable for that, then there's a level of like trust that I can't have in you because you are not trustworthy even for yourself to yourself. Like you don't even like have that like sense of like that sense of like being it's very much being grounded and rooted for me. Like you are like a grounded, rooted person who understands your place in things, or do you think everything is just happening to you? Or everything, you know what I'm saying? Or everything, or things are personal when they're not personal. You know what I'm saying? Because if you feel that way, you feel like everything's happening to you, and things are personal when it's not personal, and all these things that come from lack of self-awareness, then it's like I can't really trust you with my own feelings and my own things because you don't even like understand. You know, and you might play the blame game a little bit more. You might like there are just other like habits that happen. There are other negative habits that happen that can affect like friendships and relationships in general when you lack that self-awareness. So I say for me, it's like definitely like a safety thing. Like when you're self-aware, it's like, for example, like toxicity doesn't really exist when both people are self-aware. A lot of toxicity happens because people are not self-aware.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
A lot of toxicity, it's like because people don't understand like where they're also like doing their part, and then having the like conversation and proper communication to like fix whatever issue is happening. When you're not self-aware, it's well, you're doing this, it's gaslighting, it's manipulation, it's blaming, because you don't know yourself and you don't know why you haven't accepted those parts and worked through it. So it's like it's definitely like I don't even feel safe in a relationship where I don't feel like that person is self-aware in their own shortcomings. I like it better when someone can kind of like admit where they're at fault and admit where they're not perfect, but then also be like, but I'm working on it, but it's a process, but that's just where I am right now, than someone who just like doesn't even do that. And it's like, if you can see the flaws in yourself, then how can we even move forward in a relationship or a business partnership or a friendship or whatever, you know? So it's also a safety thing for me. Like I can't feel safe with you if you're not self-aware.
It kind of puts you in a place where you're a liability.
Yeah, you're a liability when you're because when you're reckless,
well, you
hit everybody. You're not just one person.
It never like our actions never just affect us
at all.
They're
it's a domino effect.
It's so it's like you're not self-aware. It's like
that's heavy though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It
is heavy
because it's like
it's intense.
You can't like so. Recent conversation. Just like about consideration, because I feel like consideration is a form of self-awareness. A form of self-awareness, and it's like if you're inconsiderate, you don't care about the other people around you. You know, and like when you like, it's just like I just don't. To me, it's like I don't and maybe it's because of the growth that I have had. Because I wasn't like this before. Like I can definitely say, wasn't like this at 18. Wasn't like this at 19. I was at 21, 20, 22. But it's like now, like the things that I've been through help me see. And it's like, but some people literally, it's just about me. Nobody cares about me, so I'm not gonna care about them. And it's like, how do you even like? To me, I can't comprehend.
Thinking like that.
Like, how do you like? I understand like not caring what people think about you and kind of just being yourself and stuff, but not having to consider because you can't like you can try to consider everybody all the time, and it's gonna drive you crazy because you can't. But I feel like as long as you exercise like the basic forms of consideration, respect, like basic, level. Like I just don't get it. Like how do you not care about how your actions or other people or what you're doing is affecting other people? And it's like, and then you wonder why some people don't either want to be around you, or you wonder why like these people don't want to talk to you, or why certain things are happening because you don't care about nobody but yourself.
And that's what we call narcissism.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
No, literally. But you know what I've genuinely realized about those types of people? Because I've thought about it, like, or even like, because I don't consider myself that type of person, but I've gotten in modes where I kind of was like, oh, I don't care about nobody, it's just gonna be me. I've gotten in like phases where I felt like that. What I realized is that in those times, people like that are like, that's why healing is so important. Because I feel like people make everything about them when they're really they're deeply unhealed.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when because they feel like
Everybody's attacking them.
they're
Everything's an
insecure.
attack.
They're insecure.
Yeah.
They're like deeply insecure.
Very
They
insecure.
feel deeply unsafe within themselves. So everything is an attack. Everything that's not about them is an attack on them. Everything that's not everything that's that can be a healthy conversation about how they hurt somebody is an attack on their character and who they are. Because they're so deeply like hurt all the time and so deeply unhealed. Like I feel like people who make everything about them just like they have to take up everybody else's space because they feel very small on the inside. And that's not even me trying to like drag them. It's just like that's literally
That's fact.
That's literally what's happening. That's literally what's happening.
Yeah.
So like I even remember telling myself like, I never want to get like so consumed in my own trauma, my own hurt, that it's the only hurt that's important to me. And they're like it's the only hurt that I can see.
That part.
You know?
Come on. Man, it's sitting right now.
I've been there where it's like I feel so hurt right now where it's like I can't even see anything else but my hurt.
Yeah.
And then in that it's like you become the same people who like hurt you because that you're projecting that same energy because it's all about me because I'm so hurt. But in that it's like you're not thinking about other people. No, it's a vicious cycle.
You were checking it.
It's a vicious cycle.
She was checking everything. I
No, I'm checking me because I like this past winter I went through a moment where I just felt like I don't know, I think it was like a lot of things happening at once. A girl was overwhelmed. A girl was overwhelmed, and I realized I got to a point where I felt like very emotionally cold. Like I'm not a very warm person.
Yeah.
Literally, I call myself the warm girl on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So I felt like very cold inside my heart, and I had to think like, why do I feel this way? Like, what's going on? And I was just like, my hurt is just sitting on top of each other. There's no it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting on top of each other, on top. I have to like start practicing my healing because if I don't heal, I can't make space for basically my betterment in my own heart, but much less anybody else. Like you can't make space for other people when it's like you have so much shit on top of each other like that. So it's like selfish people, I feel like not that I try to give them grace because I feel like you have to have a healthy distance with people like that.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it helps being like having that moment help me understand what that thought process is like. Like I think people who are incredibly selfish are just like so deeply unhealed. And the unfortunate thing about that is like that's work that only they can do.
Yeah.
Like nobody can like save you from that. Like certain things people can help you from, encourage you and guide you on, but like that's just like that's where that self-awareness really comes in because it's like you have to be able to sit with yourself and be like, okay, why am I actually upset? What's really going on? Where can I help myself be better?
Because I wanted to tell you in person, don't look me up and down.
No, but that's
Okay.
okay though. But you be doing that to me, and I'm like, it's better when I tell you in person.
Okay.
Because I love to see your
All right, I'll be self-aware.
Right. This is why we're
hold
talking about
myself
awareness.
accept it. Yes. Okay. My apologies. I apologize that you made me feel this way.
I'm gonna apologize. I didn't realize I didn't feel this way.
Okay.
This is why we communicate.
Imagine us in public doing this.
Right, they were like, girl.
I apologize that you made me feel this way. I'm sorry that you made me feel this way. But like in regular like
You're not.
Look at that. Oh.
Where do you want to go eat since she ain't coming with us?
You're like, so what you trying to eat?
I think this is good.
No, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
What you
I love